Good morning to all. I, Anil Kumar of class 90, would like to invite you all as I in conversation with few of class 9 students for the 61st Democracy Day of Tibet 2021. Before proceed any further, I would like to introduce today's speakers. Firstly, we have Tsering Gesar Lama from 9D. Second, we have Tenzin Chodron Lama from 9D. And third speaker, we have Sangye Lama from 9S. And fourth speaker, we have Tenzin Tarpa Lama from 9B. So, firstly, we have Tsering Gesar Lama from class 9D to introduce Tibet Democracy Day.
Good morning to all. I, Tsering Gesar, on behalf of class 9D, is here to give a brief introduction on how 2nd September marks the anniversary of the establishment of the democratic system of the Tibetan people living in exile in India. Today, the Tibetan government in exile celebrating 61st Democracy Day. This day marks the anniversary of the establishment of the democratic system of the Tibetan people living in exile in India. In the month of February 1960, a little less than a year after he crossed over into India, the 14th Dalai Lama outlined in Bodh Gaya, where the Buddha attained enlightenment, a detailed program of democratic practice for exiled Tibetans. According to the website of Tibetan Parliament in Exile, he advised them to set up an elected body with 3 elected representatives, each from 3 provinces and 1 each from religious school of the Tibetan Buddhism. After the elections were held, 13 elected representatives called deputies were designated as the Commission of the Tibetan People's Deputies. They took oath on 2nd September 1960.
Thank you, Tsering Gesar Lama. So, Tsering Gesar Lama, I wanted to ask you a question that how do you feel to being a Tibetan and what do you feel to celebrate today's special day?
Firstly, I feel very proud and lucky to be a Tibetan. And I think we are very fortunate to celebrate this special day, and I really want to thank His Holiness the Great 14th Dalai Lama. Because of him, today we are celebrating this special day.
Thank you, Tsering Gesar Lama. So, next speaker we have Ms. Sangye Lama from 9S to speak on principal features of the Constitution.
Good morning. I am Sangye Lama and I am here to speak about the features of Constitution of Tibet on behalf of my class, that is class 9S. Salient features. The Constitution of Tibet will be the supreme law and source of all political powers of Tibet. First, fundamental principles of the government. The Tibetan government will observe and adhere to the United Nations Universal Declaration of Human Rights and promote the moral of its citizens. Renunciation of violence and military force. Tibet will be a zone of peace, and Tibet will remain non-aligned in any international communities and will not resort to any war for any reason. Third, fundamental rights. All Tibetan citizens will be equal before the law, and there will be no discrimination between sex, race, religion, language, social origin, and etc. Other fundamental rights. All Tibetan citizens will have the right to live, liberty, property, and they will have the right to be gainfully employed. Right to vote and hold public office. All citizens of Tibet, men or women, will have the right to hold public office and vote accordance with the law. Ownership of land. For the benefit of the people, the land should be distributed appropriately according to the nature of the land. Lands not privately owned will remain with the state. The economic system. Avoiding capitalism and socialism, Tibet will form a special economic to suit its own needs. Education and culture. Since education is the key to development of a good human being, all assistance will be given to the schools, universities, institutes for science, technology, and other professional training. Public health. A public health care system will be established in order to provide adequate health care facilities to the people.
So, Sangye Lama, we learned that India is considered as the world's largest drafted constitution and most democratic nation. So, What do you feel to being of most democratic nation as a refugee?
As a refugee in India, I feel safe and secure here, and I feel blessed to get to live in such a democratic nation like India. I proudly wanted to express to the Indian government for allowing us all the fundamental rights. I am so grateful that I get to live here. Thank you.
Thank you, Sangye Lamola. So, next speaker we have Tenzin Chodinla from class 9D. She will speak on executive powers.
Good morning to all. We all should feel so blessed to have a democracy day, whereas some of the countries in the world have struggles a lot to have a democracy form of government, whereas we are that which is the best ever gift from the any of the leader. So I am here to speak on the executive power of CTA. If the parliamentary system is adopted, there shall be a president and a vice president elected by members of the two national level houses and regional assemblies. The executive power of the government under the parliamentary system will rest with the Prime Minister and the Council of Ministers formed by the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister must be from a party or any other groups constituting majority of the members present in the House of People. Failing this, all the members of the House of People will elect their Prime Minister. Judicial power is the purpose of interpreting and upholding the Constitution. Thank you.
Thank you, Tenzin Chodinla. So, Tenzin Chodinla, what do you mean by executive power of government based on Tibetan Assembly?
The executive power of the government under the parliamentary system will rest with the Prime Minister and the Council of Ministers formed by the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister must be from a party or any other groups constituting majority of the members present in the House of People. Thank you.
So, next and last speaker we have Master Tenzin Tharpala from 9B. He will speak a little bit on international democracy.
Good morning all. Myself Tenzin Tharpa, and today I'm going to conclude the introduction of Tibetan democratic form of government as three of my batchmates explained. In conclusion, I would like to stretch a little bit about Tibet, known as the roof of the world. Tibet is the heartland of Asia between India and China. The people in Tibet are by nature honest, gentle and kind. Future Tibet will be a peace-loving nation adhering to the principle of ahimsa. It will have a democratic system of government committed to preserving a clean, healthy and a beautiful nation. Although technological advancement has brought material prosperities to much of today's world, it has resulted in the loss for human being respects. Human beings have also lost much of their freedom, so much so that they have become the slaves of machines. In order to prevent this kind of economic disparity, more preferable economic course need to be charted for the future free Tibet. We will make efforts to ensure that all the citizens are able to get the basic necessities of their lives.
Thank you, Tenzin Tharpala. So, Tenzin Tharpala, I have one question for you. So, you will stress a little bit on international democracy?
In our international policy, Tibet will not align itself with the policy and ideology of any other nations. It will remain neutral in the true sense of word and maintain harmonious relations, equality and mutual benefits, and re-announce hospitality and promote friendly relations with all the nations. I hope all sincere and right-thinking Tibetans will strive for the pride and joy to attain the goals that I have stated in the foregoing lines. Thank you.
Thank you all the speakers and your time. Happy Democracy Day.
All